Good morning, girls and boys. Here I am again back at the library reading to you another story. This day I'm going to read Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and very, very thin. He was very good at standing tall and munching leaves off branches, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knee and fell right down. Every year in Africa, they held a jungle dance with every single animal they turn up to dance and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald, he felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really, really bad. The warthog started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced the tango. It was very, very bold. The monkeys did a cha-cha-cha, a very Latin feel, and the 8 baboons did a Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked up to the floor, but the lions, they saw him coming, and they made a roar, roar. Hey, look at that clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. You are looking so, so weird. Hope we've never said that to anybody. Gerald simply froze up and he was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. I feel like such a clot. So he crept off the dance floor and started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. He found a little clearing and he looked up in the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a little cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is the branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing a song just for you. Everything makes music if you want to listen to it. With that, the cricket smiled and he picked up his violin, and Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves, they started shuffling, his circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round and round. He threw his legs out sideways, he swung them everywhere. He did a backward somersault and leaped into the air. Gerald, he felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing, I am dancing, Gerald cried. Now, one by one, each animal who had been at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on, and they watched him in a trance. They shouted, it's a miracle, it's a miracle. We must be in a dream. Gerald, you're the best dancer we have ever seen. How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. Gerald simply did a twirl and finished with a bow. Then he looked up to the sky and the moon and the stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love. Now, the story's telling us that everybody is different, and it's not important that we all are good at doing the same thing. So, for Mrs. Rogucki, I had some free time this week. I made my own Gerald. This one was very simple. I just took some paper and colored brown spots on it, made a face, filled it with rice, and that way you could dance to your own music. However, if you have somebody around and have some art supplies handy, I made a bigger Gerald. This time I used paper mache, tissue paper and glue, still with the brown spots, smiling face, still filled with the rest of the rice, and please dance to your own music. So for my bigger friends, my older friends that are off to new adventures, new schools, the story's telling me to tell you to remember to do your own dance, to be true to who you are, stay on the path that is right. I miss you, boys and girls. I will see you with another story. Have a great day. Be kind to everybody. Bye-bye.